إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Alhamdulillah, we're in the best thing that I think that we could be studying after the Quran, and that's tajweed, so that we can know how to properly recite the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the good thing about the science of tajweed is that there are only two classics. There are only how many classics? There are two classics. Two classics. Jamzuri, which is called Tuhfat al-Atfal, and Al-Jazari, Ibn al-Jazari. Those are the only two classics in this science of tajweed, where tajweed is taught solely without leaning too much into qira'at. After that, you have Shatibiyyah, his is Zamani. You have different things that lead more into qira'at and ulumul Quran. But this one is we're just dealing with tajweed. Okay, who can tell me where we were last week? Okay, since no one can tell me, I'll remind you. We were at Ahkamul Mim As-Sakina. What? No, not Tanween. Ahkamul Mim As-Sakina. Okay? There's no Mim As-Sakina with Tanween. Mim As-Sakina. Okay? So, we were saying that Mim, if it comes taskun, taji qabla al-hija, la alif al-layyinatin lidhi hija. Meaning that Mim comes before every letter. The first thing that we learned was what? Mim Sakina comes before every letter except alif layyina, right? And alif layyina is the alif that comes with a fatha before it, right? Different from hamza, right? Because alif, we'll go to the sidebar. Alif means what? Alif, and it also means hamza. Say hamza because you have hamzatul qat'i and hamzatul wasli. Okay? So we have hamzatul qat'i and hamzatul wasli, and we have the alif. This is alif, but alif can mean either one of these two. Okay? So that's what we have there. Now, so aliful layyina is the alif that comes after a fatha. So if aliful layyina comes after fatha, can it come after mim sakina? No. Lidhi hijab. Those who have an intellect can know that if it's mim sakina, there cannot be an alif layyina afterwards. Okay? So that's the first rule we learned. Next we learned how many rules are there for a mim sakina. There are 3 rules. Pass it to me, please. The 3 rules are what? Ikhfa'un, right? What's the other one? Idghamun and idharun. Okay? These are the 3 rules tied to mim sakina. Right? 3 rules. That's where we're at today. So today we're going to learn how to apply these 3 rules. Now I know when we get to idhar, it's a little lengthy, so we might not get it finished, but it's a very easy lesson. Let's get through it. Okay, it says here, okay, we went through this, okay? أحكامها ثلاثة لمن ضبط. What does that mean? لمن ضبط. The one who is meticulous, the one who pays attention, know that it has 3 rules, right? And 3 rules, إخفاء إدغام. Remember we said that? It has that nun, إخفاء إدغام wa إظهار فقط. Only, that's it. Okay, so it says فالأول. Now we start here. فالأول الإخفاء. Okay, now you tell it on yourself. عند الباء وسمه الشفوية للقراء. Okay, للقراء. Okay, so it says فالأول. Why do I keep putting a dot under the bottom here? Why do I put a dot on the bottom and I say fa? Usually in the bottom. That's right, because the fa comes on the bottom or it comes on the top. Which one did it originally come as? On the bottom. So we're letting people, we're not getting pigeonholed. We're learning from the root to the toot. We're going the whole thing. So we get accustomed to it. Because what happens when people don't get accustomed to things, they get rigid. We're not the student of knowledge is not rigid like that because he has knowledge. Oh, that's allowed and this is allowed. And then if I put it on the side over here, then we say, nah, that ain't bugging. That's not allowed. Because we know what is allowed. And we use it. And that's why another reason why we study qira'at. So when someone starts to recite Quran and they say, Zirata alladhina an'amta alayhum, we don't jump out and choke him out and say he's messing up the Quran because we know that you can do that. That's called qira'atul hamza. Okay, yes.
Can you explain that again? Why the dot is up?
The fa was originally written with a dot on the bottom. Then after a while they started putting a dot on the top. Qaf was written with a dot, one dot on the top. Then it was written with two on the top. If you write qaf at the end of a word, you don't have anything. And even if you write fa at the end of the word, you don't have anything. You don't have to put. The shape lets you know what letter it is. Okay? So originally this was fa like that. And this was qaf. And you see in some of the masahif, in some of the mushaf, still just like that. In the ones that have warsh, they're written like this. Okay? And warsh is considered the sunnah when it comes to qira'at. It's not strange. Okay? It has the most routes, over 70 sahaba coming this way. It was the qira'ah of Medina. It's the qira'ah of Ahmad ibn Hanbal, the qira'ah of Imam Malik. You know? So we have that like this. But because nowadays we only really recite, most people recite in Hafs and Asim, that they're not familiar with any other qira'ah. Okay? But we're students. We're supposed to know better than that, right? Does that answer your question? فَالْأَوَّلُ and it's a knuckle. فَالْأَوَّلُ you don't فَالْأَوَّلُ الْإِخْفَاءِ عند الباء وسمه شفوية للقراء قراء. So here we have a rule. So the first rule of the three rules. How many rules does Mim Sakina have? Three. Mim Sakina has three rules. The first rule is called ikhfa. Ikhfa. So now I always say this blends it in. You blend this word in. Okay, the ikhfa is to blend it in. It's between idhar and idgham. Idhar is to pronounce a word clear and independent. Right? Say that. That's idhar. Idgham is to make it go into something else and you totally lose it. But here, ikhfa is to blend it into the next letter. And it only happens before one letter. What's the letter it happens before? Ba. Ikhfa'u 'inda before when it comes to al-ba. Okay? So when mim sakin comes before a ba, then we have right here al-ikhfa. That's the rule that's happening between them. What's it called? Ikhfa. Wasammihi, and we name it, we call it shafwiya. Say shafwiya. Shafwiya means it's on the lips. Okay? Do you know why? Lil qurra'i, to the reciters, for those who recite. You know why? It's usually called shafawiya, but for the poem we say shafwiya. Fa, wow, ba, mim. Say that. Fa. Look at my mouth. Fa. Say, we said in the poem, when you learned your alphabet, we said fa for ikhfa for family, the formulas for free. We said fa for ikhfa for family, the formulas for free. Fa as a letter. The tajweed rule for it is ikhfa. The formula, now you say take 4 or 5 front teeth to fall upon your inner lip. You see that? 4 or 5 front teeth up on the top, fall upon your inner, say F. So that's the makhraj for fa. Now you see it takes your teeth and it takes your lip. Now say ba. What happens? It takes your lips, right? Now say ma. It takes your lips. Say wa. You see it takes your lips too. Right? All those are together, close. So because of that, we call this one shafwiya. It's ikhfa with your lips. You do not close your lips. It's a real slim thing. Okay? We're going to give you some examples of it. Okay? And then it goes to the first of them, ikhfa before the ba, and that is called a shafwi li by the qura. And then it says, just to give you an example of it, alam ya'lam. Alam, say alam يعلم. Do we say يعلم or we say يعلم بأن؟ بأن الله يرى. Right?